we got a signal here on the 1 minute. Honestly, if you could take out these recent highs, then it looks like it could go pretty much higher. But maybe I'll move my sell stop to that sell line because we got that gap right there. If it pierces it, it's likely to go down and hit the where my profit target is. But we're on the 1 minute here, so it's highly likely that it's going to chop around for a while before that. So signals are always going to be lower probability, and you're always going to be a bit early on 1 minute. So you got to be prepared to sit through some drawdown. So we'll see how this one goes. I like having my profit target there because that is exactly where I would expect it to bounce off of if it does pierce through it, the gap. I could have it down here, but I'm not sure that it's going to move enough before bouncing up that I would be able to get trailed out with some good profits. So I'm going to move it back up here, and that should be a safe bet for it to hit if it does pierce through. But like I said, we could end up with a few candles chopping and some drawdown. As I said. But yeah, I like to keep the profit target right here where I expect it to bounce. Like if you're thinking about it as like a fair value gap, then you if it pierces through it and goes all the way to the bottom of it, then you'd expect it to bounce off that a little bit, right? Don't forget we still have this valid signal on the 4 minute, which is a buy. So we're expecting price to possibly go up there. And if it does take out my stop on that sell, then I want to get in on that buy signal on the higher probability 4 minute. I do want to emphasize again, 1 minute is going to be the lowest probability. You'll get the most signals, but there's also the most noise on 1 minute compared to 2 or 4. So yeah. Oh, and you might be wondering why I use 4 minute. I just personally like it more than 5 minute. I get a little bit more of, it's like a good balance of higher probability plus more resolution, more granularity, catch more reversals, get more signals. This looks like it might punch through and take that out. Cool. So we did get that sell, and look where it bounced off. Exactly where I mentioned it probably would bounce off. That's just what usually happens. That's why I chose to put my profit target there instead of depending on my trailing logic in my NinjaTrader ATM strategy to lock in some profit from trailing the stop, because I expected it to bounce there. So usually, like I said, if it goes all the way through that fair value gap, then there's going to be a bounce. It might still continue going down, but it's going to likely bounce first. All right, so we still have this buy signal that is valid on the 4 minute. We also made a lot of highs near each other on the 1 minute. So if those get taken out, could be pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and submit my buy stop up here above this buy signal and the sell stop below the secondary purple line signal for this buy on the 4 minutes. If I was not having many signals and I wasn't getting so many reps in, then I would probably feel more fear of missing out, and I would feel the need to be glued to the charts all day. But as you can see, there are just more than enough signals for you to make your money for the day in whatever, time of day that works for you, and move on. Go do other stuff. I'm a software developer, so I like, I have other projects going on. I like to work on those as well. I also like to do gardening and landscaping, or play drums, or work out, and I already don't have much time for things like that with a family. So I don't want my trading to be stressing me out and making me stay glued to the charts all day. That's another reason I built the notification system into Runic Pro. So, I was taking the kids to school, dropped my older son off, and then sat in the car because I got a signal. Was there for 5 minutes in the parking lot, got the signal, checked on my phone, put my orders in. A couple minutes later, hit the profit target, and then moved on to drop my younger son off at his school. So we can see we're in profit. I'm going to let it trail or trail me out. Looks like, yep, I got trailed out there. And the reason I moved the profit target higher is just because I saw that, there's less likely to be a ton of resistance there. But you can see there was another recent high that we kind of rejected off of before that big black candle, or after that big black candle. So it could very well bounce up again from here, but I'm fine with this. I'm happy with the results for the day, and I am going to, like I said, call it a day. I want to go do some other stuff, and there's always going to be more signals. There's going to be more signals later today, tomorrow, whenever. So if this is your first time watching me trade with my Runic Pro indicator, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, help me get these videos out to more people, and make sure that you see the videos that I post every week, and you'll get some reps in that way. What do I mean by get in reps? I mean, I trade the same way every time. I explain what I'm doing, but it's not any kind of esoteric, fancy worded concepts that you need to go study. It's just pretty simple knowledge transfer, easy step-by-step how I trade, and you'll see me lose some, but you'll see me win most of my trades doing this way. And I think you'll see enough trades over the next few weeks of watching my videos that finally one day it's going to click for you that you're ready, and then you can go purchase my indicator and start making money with it. But until then, just keep watching my videos. Like I said, hit subscribe. I appreciate a like, and get your reps in vicariously. Build the confidence, eliminate the fear of missing out before you even start trading with it, because you see that how many opportunities there are every single day. Yeah, it's a cool feeling. It's very relaxed. I'm trying to keep things relaxed and easy, low stress. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.